Hello everyone, welcome to Two Bearded Gaming. My name is Richard, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a game by Moonsprout Games. This is, well, it's based heavily on Paper Mario, and when a game is based on another game or has the same tropes or those kind of things, it becomes very, very difficult not to compare it to what it's based on. You see it with many Souls-likes and everything like that. But how does Bug's Fable, the everlasting sapling, well, how does it stack up against the games it's inspired by? So, as I said, do all the good YouTube stuff and everything down below. Subscribe, give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. This is my kind of open piece discussion. I don't really know how to describe it best because I've still got a little bit of this game to play. I didn't realise sitting down with Bug Fables, an indie developed game, was going to be 100+ hours. This game is absolutely mammoth and it caught me completely off guard. It will set you back around 247 megabytes, which doesn't really seem possible when my days, honestly it does. It supports your classics TV, tabletop and handheld mode and all those bits in between, and the game is bloody brilliant. And that's as simple as that. You know, you can turn it off now and whatever, but please listen to the game. I'd love you to listen to more, but the game deserves us to support it, and that's pretty much what I want to stress in this. See, the gameplay of Bug Fables is heavily inspired by that of Paper Mario, and its sequel, A Thousand Year Door. The player controls 3 characters, V the bee, Kabbu the beetle, and Leif the moth. I think I've said Leif right. Leif. When exploring the overworld, these characters can use unique abilities to traverse the environment, solve puzzles, and find secrets. Now, let me touch upon that. Each of these have different abilities, and they do different things. You have Leif the moth, who you don't get right at the start, that must be said, so that is a little spoiler right there, has the ability to freeze water, or I believe you could even freeze enemies. I'm not sure if you can freeze enemies in the overworld, but you can certainly freeze water. V, the beetle, fires a boomerang, and this has the ability to get things that are over a gap or stun enemies in a distance. And then Kabbu, the beetle, uses its horn to basically stun enemies or knock heavy objects. And that of stunning, knocking, and freezing enemies also plays into how attacking comes in. You see, combat is played in a turn-based format, which makes the use of small minigames similar to Paper Mario, as a player must time the button presses to maximize efficiency of their moves or take less damage from enemy attacks. And this is some of the key thing. What you loved from Paper Mario and A Thousand Year Door, or The Thousand Year Door, is here in this game. It's an absolute lovely joy of joys. And that's my point. You see, when I played The Thousand Year Door, I fell in love with its kind of time-based, turn-based mechanics. You would roll up to an enemy, press a button, and then let go or do something that would allow your attack to be stronger, bigger, better. Well, this is the same here. Kabbu the beetle has the ability, his base attack has the ability to be charged up. And you press down on the D-pad to charge up and then let go of the D-pad when the icon tells you to. With that, gives you the ability to stun some enemies and so on. And there are certain enemies that react if you strike them with Kabbu, they'll turn over and be stunned and then can be attacked by the other two in your party. You have V, the beetle's basic attack, which is, like as I said, with a boomerang. But to make this boomerang connect with good damage, you need to throw the boomerang, but you need to stop the arrow key in the green bar. And then you have Leif the moth's frozen attack. And with that, you wait and wait and wait, and then hopefully press the right corresponding button on your controller to represent the attack. And that's how it plays out. And the same with their special attacks. Now, special attacks are governed by what they call TP, which is a group team points. And these team points are shared across the group of 3. So if one of your characters uses a skill that uses team points, it takes those away for all of your characters. Now, this may put some people off, but I think it's great because what it does is it gives you that kind of argument of, do I use a team skill here or a base skill there? Or, the strategy that is involved in your battling isn't just down to, right, I'm going to mash attack, or I'm going to use all my abilities as quickly as possible, because you don't have the TP for it. As you level up, you can put skill points into certain areas, and you can only put one skill point into different areas. So, and the special skills act the same as their attacks. They are governed by mini games. Depending on the attack, depending on the mini game. And some of these are really fantastic. And I've fallen in love with this kind of style of turn-based, because as Paper Mario, if you like, has got older, the game has got a little bit different. It's not quite the Paper Mario that we're used to. And, well, this is what we probably wanted from a sequel from The Thousand Year Door. Not only that, and I will use this moment to say this game in hard mode will kick your backside. It will put you in the ground quicker than you can count to 3. That game is unbelievably hard in hard mode, and the beauty of this is you can select this from the start. You see, in this game we have medals. Medals work exactly the same in Paper Mario, where they will give you certain abilities, do certain things, and all those kind of things. They're like, adding armor to your characters, this kind of progressive system in those kind of sense. But here, right at the beginning, you're given a hard mode medal. And if you turn this on, the combat doesn't just turn from turn-based, but it turns to a real strategy thinking turn. You really have to concentrate in how your battles are going to play out, because that's the point. And that's the great thing about this game. It's almost like an indie developer has gone, right, what do we like from Paper Mario? We like this, this, and this, but it wasn't quite hard enough. Let's give people this. You can turn on hard mode and turn it off whenever you like in the game. It is entirely up to you. So if you come up against a boss and you're not quite getting there, turn hard mode off and play it without. I've turned hard mode on, and it's an incredible challenge, but one that I relish to want to actually beat. You earn exploration points when you complete battles, and as I said, you get to a certain amount of EP, exploration points. You can then level up your characters, and you can put 1 point in either different parts of your health, your MP or your TP, but you can only choose one. And some of these are, some of the best things you'll ever think that you will play. And so, but what I want to say is this: don't just fob this game off because it looks a bit strange on its cover. In America, it's $20. I think it's roughly between £15 and £20 here in the UK. Go and support this game. Give them your money and download it. It's available on Steam. It's available on PS4 and Xbox One. I am reviewing this on the Switch. There's also some notable writing. You see, normally in these types of games, I'm mashing A as quickly as possible, and I want to get through this writing, but the writing is funny. It's got great humor, great gags, and the punchlines land really well. The world of Bugaria is deep. There is lore here if you wish to explore it. You can explore this game to your heart's content, but you could also just fly through the story. But as I said, I didn't expect 100-hour gameplay for this. Now, you see, this video is something a bit different for the channel. You see, this video is basically me gushing over a game that I'm still playing, and I wanted to put more time into it. If I had to give this a score on what I played, it's an 8.5, 9 out of 10, easy. It's a must-buy for any JRPG or RPG fan. It's really, really good. The character design is solid. The level design is great. The overworld is fantastic. If you like Paper Mario, then you're going to love this game. I agree with Nintendo Live score or Nintendo World Report score of 9.5 out of 10. I don't really give scores, especially in these games, because in this discussion, because I haven't played it all the way through, and I'll speak to the guys and the folks at 2 Gaming, and maybe I'll do a follow-up one in a couple of weeks. But overall, this game is solid, and it's an absolute joy. And it's one of my favourite games, if not my favourite game this year on the Switch. So, again, if I have to stress this enough, go and buy and go and play Bug Fables today. You will not regret it, for any fan of RPGs, Paper Mario, and all those good stuff. My name's been Richard. Thank you for listening to me rabbit on for the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes about this game. But honestly, it's a golly good game. As I said, down below is all the good things. Do give us a thumbs up if you wish. You can hit subscribe too. We would love that as well. And, check out all the other videos here on the YouTube channel for everything else to do with gaming.